Yeah. Okay. Uh, 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 okay. Today's date is the 4th of June, 4th of July, 2026. I'm gonna be speaking about the things I'm gonna be building, but this is basically uh, including like this is masquerade of the spirits. So I'm gonna look at the what could be done for the Biafran War. Basically, I don't care about British people. I keep saying I'm thinking about British people. I don't care about British people. I'm not British in this is the word because you don't give me a house. But I'm trying to build my own framework. The Light Gunner framework is a doctrine. I'm trying to build a lot of things. This masquerade of spirits. So let's start with spirits of the masquerade. Spirits of the masquerade might be coming. TikTok, the clock cuts through midnight. Uh, uh, yes, I was gonna speak about two things. The courts, the courts. So the first of all, the courts have power to change things. It's called a court order. The court has power to change things. And why I'm speaking about this now is because in my case went kind of like funny because they wanted to go funny. It's the problem, but they are the problem. The system, the institution is the problem. By the system, I mean the UK government and the institutions are built, like the health and social care institution, like the health and social care facilities I'm being with, being attained and all this things that happened in the past, you know. But the courts are getting more vigilant because how the courts work is that you sue someone. If you have a dispute with so you have a allotment, and you're disputing for land, the court can cut the land, divide the land, the territory. Same for housing. But if you have an asset, if you have an asset, and the asset is like a house, and there's a dispute in who owns the property, the court can help you decide. So you can sue for money. Yeah, you can always sue for money, but the court can petition, or can allocate the property to the rightful owner. Basically, I'm saying the courts, such as money claim the government UK, are getting better. So they're getting more. They're actually doing their job. So the job of the system is to partition it bilaterally. Law, iwu. So in my framework, you get Oha, Iwu, Iji, and this Oha stands for community or public or community, three of us, and represents three of us. Iwu is bilateral. Iwu is bilateral represents law, two of us. And Iji represents one of us, order or chaos. So I'm saying that, really come and represents all the things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look at the Biafran War and analyze these things properly, but I'm gonna build up to a history of the Biafran War and the Nigerian Biafran War. I had a book I was read, have to read, which I've been poorly reading. Which basically which I can't find the time to, which I'm being feeling that to read. And I'm saying that the framework I'm proposing It's like, if there's land dispute, you solve the land dispute in the kind of essence of the word. If it's actually solved after doing the courts, and the courts divided properly. So here we're seeing stuff. Obviously, here we see for the housing. Fuck off. I'm talking to someone behind my head. Sorry, guys, about this. So if I sue someone, so if someone file a lawsuit on money claim the gov the UK regarding a property, it's not just about the housing anymore. It's not about, it's about the property. They can lose that property or gain that property, or that property becomes their asset. It's a liability. So that's where the courts are going with this. Basically, the courts are online most of the time now, but these are for people that are people that need a virgin, like me. But it's all online. You can go online and use it. Anyway, it's easier access. You don't have to go into court service anymore. But not for the housing, not just for housing. Just to go into court process. But the process of Iwu is law, so that's what the courts are involved. So in my framework, or how is community, or how everyone gets food, water, and shelter, or how in Sigi, and for the better, sorry, I think you go just for God, I think yeah, I think it. The living human rights protocol is on a community. Muko OS. But if you have or ha plus Ibu, I'm talking about public community law. Community law. Three of us. Which is trilateral. Oha is trilateral, Iwu is bilateral, and the G is unilateral. I'm saying that, if I'm building something that's sustainable, that the system, the framework I proposed. So, this is why I declared Biafra. Did I declare Biafra? Yes, I did. I declared Obi Nexus, but I have to file under section 2. Basically, my power is I can file under section 20. Uh, just to describe it, just wisdom. I have OBS sovereignty declaration. So basically, my business is sovereignty in Open Access and in Biafra. So I filed for Biafra too. So I filed for Biafra. So there's two. I filed with the European Court of Human Rights. So I declared Biafra, and the way I put this: when season fails, build your own. It should work. But I have to wait for the court to say that, But they lied to me. If they lied to me, I file it again. Because that's the last step to the European Court of Human Rights. I have to exhaust the system. So the thing I'm saying is that three of us are hungry. We're not hungry. Three of us are hungry. We have to find food, water, and shelter. And that's what the Nsigi Act represents. And you go, which is MUCO, MMUCO. Basically, the projects have names. MUCO is MMUCO, Spirit of MUCO is housing, like MMUCO. MUCO, the spirit of evil that collects good and us, good and also in the physical, and MUCO with a K, the spirits of good and evil that cleanse us all in the digital world. So I'm trying to separate all of this as contracts. So you get Oha Ibu, this is all law. I've never saw the governance before. Okay, moving to the next step. So the next thing is that I'm gonna be analytic of a breath from war. I'm gonna be looking at the beer from war. I'm gonna be analyzing systematically. So let me start doing that. So the modern beer from war Minister of Trade, Nigerian government works. It works. Legislation works. Benin Foreign Minister, Minister of State of Foreign Affairs, held from the Benin Foreign Minister. You know, I'm looking at all of these articles. This is a Minister of Foreign Affairs. What's an affair? Affair is a fight. A then a sexual event having come to be referred to. Uh, I don't know what this affairs mean. 504 relationships. Affairs common infidelity or cheating. Casual affair. Cyber affair. This is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for kind of the war one. Foreign affairs. Sovereignty. Mm. So, more political system. So, it's raining. Also, no problem as well. So, basically, la 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 la. Breaking out this matrix. So basically, look at my screen breaking, guys. You can see my screen. Yeah, so literally kill hostage security guard and still lock him in kennel. In kennel. Oh, this is kind of farther away than I expected. Police nabbed two suspects, recovered stolen vehicles, two motorbikes. Gunman kids. It's my time to govern, guys. My time to govern. I want to govern. I want to rule. And that's why I fight for Biafra. That's why I fight for Biafra. Police foil kidnap robbery attempt. Bandits are abducting farmers in this is business encouraging incredible community. This is a new one. Who are you, Namdi? I am the master of spirit, and I'm building my empire. I don't know what empire means. Empire meaning. So basically, what I've done, use some news. Several farmers reported that adopted by something banned following separate from the farm plan once again. True, bro. It's Nigerian army. The troops operating on the southeast. Look, I would do the Nigerian army. Don't know about me. But I'm not gonna. Um, my time is now to govern. I'm gonna be governing places. We're gonna go far, guys. Me and my laptop, me, myself, and I will live forever. We'll solve the partial division question. We'll build the robots, and I declare the Biafra. Me, myself, and I. Me, Uche, the knowledge. Me, myself, Eze, and I, Obi. Okay, guys, let me go back to this video now. So that's the idea there. So this video is a bit about basically the masquerade of the spirits. So the masquerade of the spirits. So I have to be living. The masquerade live forever. And I'm living forever here and now. Forever. It's gonna be hard to govern. I have to find people interested in I have to start resistance. Nah. Not against the Nigerian army though. They're very good now. Just local security, police. Maybe you can argue that I can argue that I don't want the Nigerian police. We'll make our own police. That's a legitimate argument. Let me argue that. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'm going to Nigeria.